another fine episode of TED Culture. Woo woo, let's go. As you may know, today, the day we are releasing this, it is Valentine's Day. It is the day before President's Day. And, I don't know, it's a day of passion. That's for sure. Day of passion, day of love, day of, just an overall eventful day, I would say. It's a day to get out, go around the city, the town, wherever you are, go out, have some fun, Um, it's perfect for that. Maybe you don't have a Valentine, you know. Say you didn't ask someone or someone didn't ask you. Just hang out with the boys. Just chill with the boys. What are you gonna lose? Um, it's a great day to just maybe relax. When I think Valentine's Day, if you got a bath, soak in the bath, soak in the tub. That's always great. That's relaxing. Put on a candle, not for someone else, but for you. Put on that candle. Um, when I think Valentine's Day, I think chocolate. If you are lactose intolerant, you can have lactate free chocolate, you know. Um, if you're on a diet, sugar free chocolate. There's tons of stuff out there. Is sugar free chocolate a thing? I don't know. Have a Werther's sugar free. That'd be Valentine's Day. Yeah. But uh but yeah, I mean there's some crazy stuff, happening. Trump was not impeached, as we know now. Trump was not impeached. That's crazy. Um, there's just I don't know what's going on in the world. Who knows? Um, I'm sure there's vaccine issues, but also, I'm thankful that they're out. There's in Europe, there's one of the vaccines. They stopped giving it to elderly people because it didn't have a high enough success rate. It didn't. They didn't take the antibodies or something. I don't know, but it didn't work well enough for older people, so they stopped giving them to elderly, which stinks. But you think about it, it's a difficult choice. Are you going to give it to the elderly person who needs it a lot, but it may not work, you know, or are you going to give it to someone a little bit younger, and it has a higher chance of working, you know. I mean, you can classify at risk in different ways. You don't have to be elderly to be at risk. You can be real young, you know. Even just having like asthma, you're at risk, and it stinks, but we're all trying to get through it. And you know, I wish COVID was over. I wish COVID was over. I wish I could go outside, get a breath of fresh air, enjoy my Valentine's Day, you know, um, stroll around the city, just free. But but no, I'll wear a mask, I'll go around. There's still lots of things you can do. I mean, I'm going bowling today. Woo woo, great Valentine's Day thing. So there's that. But so you can go bowling. It's great weather if you're in the colder climate to skate. Skating's big. You can do that. You can skate around. You can. I'm sure some movie theaters may be open. There's that. There's gyms. Gyms are now open. You know, go to the gym. Um, just get a hot chocolate or something. Get something. Get a treat for yourself. Go do that. Um, it's the time. It's the time of the year. It's the day. Today's the day to do that. And so, to all you out there, just relax. Um, have a great Valentine's Day if you're hearing this on the 14th. If not, still, have a great day. You might be listening to this on President's Day, and I want you to relax on President's Day as well. Um, so, there's that. And but today we got a really great episode. You are really gonna love this guy, Conor Garrity. Great dude, great buddy. Um, I met him last semester. He was in one of my classes. Great dude, good friend of. If you watch the Zack Martin episode, good friend of Zack's. And we really hit it off this episode. I don't know, could be sparks. You tell me, you guys. But yeah, so happy Valentine's Day. Happy President's Day Eve. All right, and enjoy this episode. Peace. Welcome to another episode of TED Culture. Here with me, I have a very wonderful guest, very great man, strong, tall. What else is there to say,
Great to be here. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
Yes, yeah. So Connor's a good friend of mine. We were in the same writing class. We shared some trauma together. It was rough, but we got through it, and now we're closer than ever.
Yeah.
I feel me, you, and Zack also on the pod.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, dude. It's you hate to see him go.
I know.
But he's got to get out there. He's got to see the world.
Yeah.
Prayers for him. But anyway, it's the Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year, year of the ox. So, I think it's about time for some resolutions.
Yeah. I think that's a good thing.
The beginning of this year was a little bit rough for me. Didn't go through with a lot of my promises, my expectations, my goals. But, new year, again,
yeah.
New me.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. I've been, getting out there. I've been getting some fresh air, going out, exploring. Just trying to get loose. You know me.
I know you.
But yeah, you're the ox. Kelly came to me the other day, and he was like, you're the year of the snake that we were born. And I thought I was the year of the horse.
No. It's only, so up until today,
yeah.
People born in 2002,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Still year of the horse.
I thought I was year of the horse.
So we are.
Well, when were you born? When were you born?
2002.
But wait, what month?
April.
Oh, you're a horse.
I'm a horse.
You're a horse.
Your life is the truth. Like, our life
If
is
it's
a lie.
our life is, I thought it was a horse forever, but it turns out I'm a snake because it was before February.
So am I a horse forever, or do I?
You were born in the year of the horse.
Okay.
So I guess you have horse qualities, maybe.
Horse girl ways.
You're a horse. Oh.
No, I don't know.
Dang.
Maybe I have other horse qualities, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Maybe,
Right, yeah.
Maybe.
Loyalty.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Love for apples,
Love sugar cubes. I
Yes.
love them so much.
Oh my God. You eat them out of other people's hands.
All the time. Sometimes off the top of Dubin and Kelly's head.
Oh.
All the time, dude. Just
Damn.
he loves it. It's his favorite thing.
Yeah.
Every morning.
You do tricks for him? It's like.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
I love it, especially Dubin.
That's what I strive to be for the past 18 years of my life, and it was a lie. I thought I was a horse. I wanted to eat those sugar. I wanted to do those tricks.
Listen, I understand. I'm sure.
I wanted to have a big cog. It just didn't work out. I'm a snake, bro. I'm a snake. There's no good qualities to a snake.
That's not true.
Name one. Good predator?
See, there you go.
In many ways,
Good-
predators are not good in
Good
the
predator.
community.
You
Yeah.
can shed.
I can shed my skin. That's good. Yep.
You can shed your problems away.
That's great, dude. You know, as if it was the old me. Put the old me behind. You know,
Yeah.
that's in the past. You
In
know,
your old skin.
And that's my old skin.
And now you're a new skin.
Now I got fresh, scales. What's up? What's up? But yeah, Valentine's Day is tomorrow as we are recording this, but this comes out on Valentine's Day.
Excited.
What?
Valentine's Day is Sunday.
Oh,
Today's Friday.
it's Sunday?
Yeah.
You're kidding, bro. Oh, it is Sunday. Well, I thought it was Sunday. I knew it was Sunday. But then someone came into my head and then tried to false. I think Chris told me it was Saturday. No, I guess not. All right.
Just shed it away. It's okay.
Shed it away, bro. It's in the past. But yeah, I mean, you're here, listening. Sex icon, Conor Garrity.
Stop. You're too much. You're too much.
Oh,
Please.
no, you deserve all the credit.
Oh, stop.
All of it.
You're too much. You're too much.
So in the spirit, I don't think of a better way. I can't think of a better way to, start the holiday other than some letters from the fans.
Some letters from the fans.
And I'd love it if you would read these.
Want me to read those?
Yeah, I'll get them up and I'll hand them over. But yeah, I mean,
Oh, I'm excited.
we called this segment's called Advice for Ted, and we're gonna get it going, bro. Here we go. So people ask for advice. They send emails to the theodoreculture@gmail.com.
Okay.
And we're very grateful for the participation from the audience, and of course we're here to help.
All right.
So
you want me to read these out loud?
yes, yeah, if you would.
Of course I will.
Yeah.
So this one says, "Dear Ted, my name is Aaron and I'm from Mass. I was wondering what are good Valentine's Day romantic ideas. I was planning on going to a restaurant, so what is your love advice on that? Also, what is your favorite romantic song? Yours truly, Aaron."
Thank you, Aaron. I mean, that is, that's a wonderful situation you got going on there. You're in love. You are, you're a young man in the city, and you're gonna go to a restaurant, a nice fancy place, hopefully. You're gonna get romantic. Maybe after the restaurant, you're gonna take a stroll around the city. Maybe get a horse carriage. I've been seeing a lot of those recently. Horse carriages.
Horse carriage.
You're gonna set the mood, obviously. And you said favorite song. There's some good ones out there. There's a lot of good bangers. There's the
Romantic
what sets the
song.
mood? What sets the mood other than some Black Sabbath, some Aerosmith, Nirvana. You want to get freaky, maybe some Marvin Gaye. Maybe you're getting a little going down that rabbit hole. You wanna spice it up with some Taylor Swift. I don't know.
I like the Taylor Swift.
Yeah. So I mean, you want to get. It
Some Ed
depends on the
Sheeran.
mood. Some Ed Sheeran, Shawn Mendes, maybe.
Hey,
Dude, we're getting wild, bro. This is gonna be a wild Valentine's Day for you, Aaron. Like, wow. Yeah. What else? I mean, do you want to chime in on this?
Do I want to chime in?
I mean, it's Valentine's Day.
I mean,
The
it is
guy is
Valentine's-
asking for our help.
I mean, obviously, the restaurant's a great idea.
Yeah.
I like your idea of the stroll.
Yeah.
It's cold out. Maybe bring an extra jacket if you
Oh.
have to.
Bring a scarf, and then if she's not wearing,
Throw it on.
protect her neck, bro.
Perfect.
Yes.
Absolutely. And yeah, the romantic songs. I mean, we discussed it. Ed Sheeran never misses.
Never misses.
If you need it, you can always rely on Ed.
He's a hit. He's a hit.
Yeah, he's
Who else?
beautiful.
Yeah, a great voice. Very soothing.
Oh, 100%.
Just what I want to hear on a romantic getaway.
I can
On
agree with that.
Valentine's
I can
Day.
agree with that.
Yeah. So Ed Sheeran is the choice.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I mean, okay.
Oh,
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron, for your support. And is this a guy? I'm assuming, or a girl?
Well, it's spelled two different ways, so I don't know. To be honest with you,
Thank you, Aaron.
it's Aaron, and it says yours truly, Aaron, Erin. So I have no idea.
Maybe they're both named Aaron. Maybe it's the couple. Maybe it's a couple.
Honestly, it could be. Might make.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's a cute Aaron and Aaron.
That's nice. You'll never forget their name.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I would've.
That is true.
I assume I'll read the.
Yeah, let's proceed.
All right.
Proceed to the next one.
Hello, Ted Culture. Why have I not been on the podcast yet? I'm literally one of your best friends. I produce music, and I am very political. I've made it a routine of sending you an email every time I'm on the toilet, roughly 2 to 6 times a day, depending on fiber count and water intake. Get me on ASAP. From Yo Bish, Jacob Dubin.
Well, Dubin, I didn't know you were a fan of the podcast, but we love to have you, and thank you for telling us your routine and your your schedule in terms of pooping. I know some people choose to keep that very private and personal, but sharing it's not gonna hurt anyone.
No,
Of
course not.
And, you're explaining your fiber intake and your water intake. It's it's a beautiful thing. If you think about everyone poops.
Yeah, everyone.
Everyone hears that saying. Everyone poops.
Mm.
Not girls though.
Not girls.
No.
I mean, you wish you could relate to them. You wish.
No, 100% you.
But sadly, you can't. You can't. They're beyond our comprehension. But this Valentine's Day, anything could happen. Just because she doesn't poop doesn't mean she'll pretend for you. Just because she doesn't fart doesn't mean she'll,
That's very romantic.
just to relate. Very romantic. Yeah.
Very romantic. That's a great idea.
Yeah. And so, you're not on the pod. You want to be on the pod. I mean, you made it clear. We'll have you on. I'd love to have you on. You're a great guy. I've known you for a while. So, what a DM to the Instagram would be nice. That's how I scheduled some people. DM through Snapchat. DM through if you have my number, text me, which I know you have, Dubin. And the email is nice. I'll respond. I'll reply to this, and we'll get something working. But yeah. Any thoughts on Dubin now that we're
Any thoughts on Dubin? I mean, you say I'm the sex icon, but I mean, Jacob Dubin.
blows his? I mean, made it a year.
He makes me look like nothing. I mean, he's just. He's a hardworking kid, but he's a chick magnet. There's no.
Yeah.
I mean, Valentine's Day is really just any other day for Dubin because
Yeah.
the girls act the exact same around him.
Yeah, Valentine's Day. I mean, this kid is drowning in chocolate and other
Yeah.
fluids. I mean, he is just drowning. It is crazy.
Better hope he can swim, cause.
Bro, he is like a. He can run. He can swim.
Oh,
bro.
he's
He is
gotta be
built.
able to swim.
He's built. He's got runner and swimmer body. You don't think it would be possible, but he's got, the muscles of a. I don't know, dude. He's just like a. You want to put him in movies. You want to put him on the cover of magazines, but it's just like. You also want to hide people from that energy he gives off.
Yeah, from the.
Just
it's
one.
intimidating.
You look at his
Around.
muscles and you're just.
Yeah.
You're trembling.
Yeah, you want to hide your girlfriend. You
Yeah.
want to because it's game over.
Yeah, dude. You want to cross your legs, hide in the blankets. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I get it.
It's flu season. It's cold out. Get your tissues and lotion because Dubin's out there. You know what I'm
dude.
saying? Valentine's Day.
It's scary. Dubin's on the hunt. Dubin's the snake.
You love to have him on, dude. Other sex icon. Freaking jacked. He's a beast.
I think I should contact him and get him
We'll
on
set it
here.
up. Yeah, we'll set him
100%.
up. But yeah, thank you, Dubin, for sending in this request and to share a little bit about yourself, as others would love to hear. So yeah, so let's continue on.
So this one says,
charge forth.
this says, Dear Ted specifically,
Okay.
I've heard rumors about your music taste being supreme. I need you to rate my taste as well. I only listen to, wow, pedophilic, perverted, admitted musicians. Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, Jake Paul, David Bowie, and Journey. The rating scale should be from old Bieber to new Bieber. Thanks, Dan Hutchins.
No, that's obviously fake. Dan is not. He's a mortal enemy
Yes.
of the pod. Sadly, I mean, there's diplomacy, but then there's war. Okay, and he made the wrong choice.
100%. I can get behind that.
I miss him. We used to be close. He would tell both of us.
Beautiful stories.
Amazing stories. His sister got kissed by a fireman. He remembered, he called. He had a Game Boy. Remember his Game Boy where he played Mario?
Yeah.
He played Mario on his Game Boy. His sister.
There was the kid in our class.
Yep.
And the first time he came on, he said, "Wow, you have the mustache of a Brazilian soccer player."
Yes. It was a big bushy. You thought there was a squirrel on his face,
Honestly,
but it was
yeah.
a mustache.
And then there was one time where we had a class online, and
Yep.
I answered, and I was wearing a tank top, and he said, what was it? It was something about he goes, "Wow, we're getting a shot of Rockstar Connor or something."
Oh my gosh.
Quite the comments from
Yeah, I mean, one time I was doing a one-on-one discussion with him, and Kelly was in the shower, and Dan Hutchins had to comment. He said, "Wow, it's good."
Put that image in the audience.
Yeah, Kelly's in the shower. I'm talking with Dan in the other room, and he's like, "Man, dude, some sexy times happening in Ted's dorm," and I'm like, tell me about
He was
it.
definitely born in the year of the horse. That's exactly.
He
what
was
Dan
born
thinking.
in the year of the dragon, bro.
The dragon.
He's coming at you, and so, we miss him, but he started what, we ended off with just, not a strong, way to go. And it's sad, it's sad. I would love to see him again and we can end things, diplomatically and maybe, have some kind of like peace treaty or something. But his, again with that energy, he just, he comes on you and it's just like, let me take a breath, you know what I mean?
It's quite aggressive. And I mean, I think we didn't really give enough attention to the story about the firefighter and his sister.
Yeah, I mean,
about how he was just talking about how he was where was he for?
He was in France.
Yes, for Bastille Day or something.
Bastille Day.
And he talked about how exciting it was and how when COVID clears we should go there. And then he drops, "Oh my God, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
My sister ended up making out with a firefighter when she was 16."
And that was just
wow.
I was in awe.
And the fly as well.
The fly, bro. There was an
fly.
actual terrorist attack in our classroom.
It was terrifying.
Someone probably
Really
laced
scary.
that fly with anthrax or something because Dan was looking out for the safety of his students,
100%.
as most teachers.
He was sacrificing his
It was
body
the
for
duty
us.
of a
It really
teacher.
was.
And so he was trying to swat that fly, to save us all from, whether it was a drone, whether it was poisoned, whether there was, I don't know, dude. Maybe he was looking out for his safety. Maybe there was the COVID virus on that fly. He was swatting at it,
He almost fell over.
He almost fell over.
Dude,
it was like a bullet coming at him, dude. He dodged it.
He dodged it.
He dodged it. He might have stumbled a little bit, had to catch himself, but, man, dude, he needed a sip of water after that, I'll tell you what.
Oh, sure he did. Oh,
Yeah.
the water.
Oh, dude, he had to.
Oh, the most delicate pour I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, straight from, a hydro flask, maybe it could have been a Bubba bottle, it could have been a clean canteen. But this man, he knows his reusable cups. He ain't, that none of that plastic shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, not
this
really.
man is looking out for the environment.
100%. He's.
Yeah, I mean, and he brings his own glass cup he's got his large, probably liter, I would say, around a liter or two.
Yes.
He would bring that, and then he'd bring a little glass cup so he can pour it and sip. And not a lot of people know this, but sipping water is actually the best for you, especially when you're on a run, because before a run, sorry, because you don't want to drink too much. That'll give you a cramp. And so Dan knows, as a professional athlete,
Yes.
ex-Brazilian soccer player, he takes those sips, looking out for his well-being,
Yeah.
making sure he's getting, that water in his system, but not to an extent where he's going to cramp up. He's always going to be agile, in case that fly comes back around.
If the fly comes back, Dan will be ready, and we will all be safe.
Yeah. So, I miss him. It's hard to compete. It's really hard to compete, especially now. My new writing teacher, God bless her, but she ain't no Dan Hutchins.
No one's Dan Hutchins.
No one in the world. Sadly. You
Oh,
wish you could have more.
I do have exciting news. I saw.
You did not.
I swear.
I think
saw
last
her-
time we mentioned her, we
Yes.
bleeped her name.
I saw her yesterday.
What an amazing.
I was
where?
running,
Okay.
and I was just finishing up, and I went by the building I was supposed to go back in because I needed a little bit extra, and I
Mm-hmm.
ran by, and I peek up.
And you saw her in her glory.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
And I was a little flabbergasted, if you would. Wasn't expecting it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, you just don't run into a legend
no,
like that every day,
I mean, yeah. If I saw Dan, it'd be the same thing. If
Yeah.
I saw both of them, I don't know what I'd do.
I think I would faint.
The
I would
year-
faint with
The
all
year,
that.
The year of the ox would be untouchable.
Yeah, bro.
Untouchable.
Unforgettable.
Yeah.
An unforgettable year of the ox.
Oh, 100%.
2021.
Mm.
With everything happening, there's only one thing that can brighten your day,
And that's Daniel.
and Daniel. And that is just wonderful. The dynamic duo. Just
100%.
I miss them. I
Batman
truly
and
do.
Robin. Batman and Robin.
Yes. Oh my God, dude. Batman and Robin. Sherlock Holmes and Watson. And just
Beautiful.
it's a truly wonderful sight to see them.
Mm.
But music, in terms of music taste, for Dan Hutchins, those are the classics. You get the pedophiles, effeminate rock stars. They got great, good. They're good throwbacks for sure. And in these times, you can get what you need from them.
Yeah.
You're going on a road trip. Who are you gonna put on? You're gonna put on the pedophiles. You're gonna put on the rapist. You're gonna put on the. Who makes the most passionate music? Jake Paul. I saw Jake Paul was on there. You already know what's his posse, bro. He's strolling around in Florida, bro, with probably 13 other 13-year-olds. He's gonna be, out calling out people. He's a man of passion. You can tell in his. Did he vlog? He vlogged, right? You can tell. Was he the one who was caught up in the suicide forest thing? That might have been Logan.
Yeah.
But it runs in the family.
Yes, absolutely.
Anyway, that passion with them, and you gotta commend it. You gotta commend it, and so. That's their go-tos. So thank you, Dan. Thank you.
All right.
I love your music taste.
The last one says, "Help, my fish is lopsided. What do I do? Help." No name.
Okay, all right. You're fit. Well, you're lucky. We have some experts. I've owned a fish half my life. It feels like it was 2 years, but it felt like half my
It
life.
felt like half your life.
Yeah, and so from Gurgle, that was the first one.
Gurgle.
To the Powerpuff Girls, to Daniel, my bottom feeder, I got the knowledge, and so I would say, from peer advice, from Google, you're coming to the source, okay? Vegetables, feed your fish vegetables, and they'll float right side out. I've seen some fish videos where they take these rare fishes, these rare fish, massive fish, I would say, and they would almost tape or staple or something, tie around them some flotation thing to get them upright, and then feed them vegetables, and then that saves your fish. Now it depends on the size we're talking, and it depends what vegetables. Peas are good, lettuce, celery. Just give it to them. Now that's not a substitute for their diet, obviously.
Of course not.
It's just a supplement for their vertical health.
It's incredible.
It's just true. I'm a pet lover myself.
Yeah.
And I'm looking out for you guys. I'm looking out for that fish. No name on that one. Nope. Well, there's your help. So that wraps up advice of did you want to say anything to that?
I've never owned a fish, so.
Oh, fuck. That's too bad.
I'm a rookie, I guess.
Any pets of yourself?
Yes, I have a dog and a cat. Yes.
Nice. They any trouble? Any give you any trouble?
No.
around the house?
No, I mean my cat kills mice and takes the heads off them and sometimes leaves them around.
Yeah, but that's an extermination.
That's what they're
thing.
supposed to do.
They're
I
gonna,
mean,
yeah.
That's why we have them, but
I mean, cats will be cats.
yeah, it's a little disturbing. But
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? I mean,
But it's for the benefit. They're
100%.
guardians of the home.
it's as if Dan is the cat
Yes.
and the mice are the flies.
And the mice are the flies / the students.
Yes.
Because you fuck around with that cat, dude, you're gonna get hit back.
Yeah.
You're gonna get hit hard.
Same thing
You
with
know.
Dan and the students.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that was walking on thin ice.
100%.
Great guy. It's if we want to go on that thin ice metaphor, we're walking on thin ice. We're in the middle of the lake, and the sun is just beating hard. You can feel the warmth coming from the man, but
Radiant.
you're in danger.
Yes.
You're in danger.
It's a beautiful sight, but you're in danger.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
It's like parachuting without the parachute.
Mm.
It's like what a sight to see. You're never gonna see it in that same experience, without the parachute.
Yeah.
And danger could be happening, and you may or may not get saved. Probably not if you don't have a parachute. There's not really much you can do.
No,
but
yeah. Hey, you know what they say? You don't need a parachute to parachute. You need a parachute to parachute twice.
preach, bro, preach.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a great way to end the segment.
I
bro.
thought so.
That was amazing. Yeah. All right,
Yes,
man.
here you are.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, Chris, you prepared topics?
One topic prepared.
You know what, Chris? Well, we got this, bro. We got this.
Talk about Super Bowl snack.
Super Bowl. Oh, yeah, that's great. So, did you watch the Super Bowl this past
Yes, I did.
weekend? Nice. What did you think of it? What was your initial reaction?
My initial reaction, I mean, it was a good game. I mean, it wasn't as much fun as it should have been with COVID and problems in the dorms. The
Yeah.
RAs have been cracking down in my dorm,
Damn.
so we were quite quiet and
Yeah.
just trying to keep it on the
On the
down
DL.
low.
Yeah. I get that. No, I get that.
But
I mean,
it was still good to be able to watch the game. But,
that's good. Yeah.
Yes, but it was we were hiding a little, not hiding, but just keeping it down. A
Yeah.
little. Keeping the emotions in.
Right.
Yes.
Absorbing it, but not
But not
releasing
expressing it. Yes,
Exactly.
100%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's great. Do you have any particular side that you were leaning towards?
Not really. I mean, if I was home, I'd probably be rooting for the Chiefs because my dad hates Brady.
Okay.
So, I
Yeah.
mean, he says he hates Brady, but he respects him
Yeah.
because
Because of
because of this.
Now Connecticut is part of New England, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. So are you a Pats fan yourself?
No. Well, I grew up as a Raiders fan because that's what my dad was.
All right.
So it's
All right.
been. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been
Yeah.
quite the ride. Quite the ride.
Oh sure. Yeah.
Nice. What's your go-to Super Bowl experience? Like, like let's say your dream Super Bowl experience. If COVID was over, what's going down?
Probably just going to one of my buddies' house. Because we used to
Okay.
do that. We used to like swap back and forth where we went.
Yeah.
But, and I'm at school, so it doesn't really happen like that.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, this year I obviously would have wanted to do something bigger.
Right.
Been able to,
Yeah.
pack a lot of kids in a room and watch it. But
There you
because
go.
Court Street has all these gigantic rooms and you can only put one other person
So
in there.
yeah.
So,
Damn. Yeah.
yeah.
That's too bad. That's too bad. But hopefully in the future,
Hey.
you might not be in Court Street. You
Probably
probably
not.
won't. You probably
Probably
won't.
not.
Sadly, it's a beautiful building, but
It's
sadly.
fantastic.
Maybe the RV takes your calves job.
Yeah.
I could do that. I mean, I'm
You
already
could be
I'm already
doing-
working the mailroom with them, so it's just one step
Oh
closer.
my
Just
God, bro.
striking.
What's the connection? What is the relationship?
between?
Is it like master student? Is it like?
I mean, you could say that. You
Is
could
it
say
like father son? Like what? Like
don't-
is it lovers? Like what is happening?
I wouldn't say as lovers. I sure hope not. But I mean, he taught me how to, do 5 minutes of work during a 3-hour shift because the
Nice.
mailroom is quite.
He's all about efficiency.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
you think Shigeo, you think efficient.
Yeah.
You think determined. You think, graceful.
Graceful. I think graceful a lot when I think
Yeah,
of Shigeo.
I think of Shigeo in a nice tutu, doing some ballet.
Wow. That's fantastic. I like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very. I see him in the mailroom a lot. And he's always on the phone or going to meetings, and yeah, he's
Yeah.
quite the juggler.
Yeah. He could run a whole circus himself, dude.
Oh.
Juggling.
100%.
He's the main act, the main attraction.
Mm.
And he's skilled, he's skilled. He's a great performer.
Yeah, he's in charge of all the residents.
Yeah.
It's
And
pretty impressive.
it is impressive, and he is an impressive man. There's not really much to say. You can't really say more about him because he's also, a lot of people know he's a man of mystery.
Yes, indeed.
You see him working, in his craft, doing his art, and you're like blown away whenever you're looking at it. But then you don't know anything outside of that. What's he like at home? Does he have a significant
What
other?
is his home though?
His work is what's he like in his room? What's his like? He's probably in the penthouse, maybe.
Oh, I'm sure he is. I know
You
he's
know.
on the top floor. I'm sure he
The
is.
luxury.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh, he's a wonderful man. Very, very. I don't know, dude. He's like
Indescribable.
you think of like a leader, okay, and you think of a resident director, and you think, he strikes fear into any man. But then you go back to, throughout history, you think he might be a Stalin, a Mussolini, if you would.
Wow.
But you got to think, if he's a Mussolini, he'd be striking fear. Where are the what are they called? The black coats, black shirts. His secret police. That's all Mussolini, fascists. Secret police. That's his RAs.
Those are the RAs. Yeah, they come knocking a lot. They do.
But then you go back,
D.I.Y in Avatar.
Yeah, dude. If you would relate it to Avatar, But if you think of it, that's him in his work. But then the idea of him, you go even farther back in Italy's history. You got the Giuseppe Garibaldi, and he was loved by the Italian people. He actually unified Italy. And I think, when I think Shigeo, I think he could be a strong man that strikes fear into everyone's eyes. Or he could be a man that everyone idolizes and, wants to be and are very empowered and encouraged. They look to him for strength.
Yes.
And they get it because he's just that powerful of a,
Yes,
of a man.
he's a powerful man. He has a lot of control.
Yes, yeah. I mean, he might be strict, but it's for the safety of all.
It's during COVID. I mean, he's got a lot of worry
A
about.
lot of responsibility, looking after all the students, and what can you say?
He's done a good job.
He's doing a good job, for sure, You know, he's the first person I've ever, had communications with in the Suffolk, through email, and, just a great dude, he's looking out for everyone, and that's just him. But yeah, so the Super Bowl. Sorry, I got distracted.
Hey, it happens. It's Gale. What can you say?
Exactly. Yeah, the Super Bowl. I mean, if everything went well, packed the large rooms, everyone's having fun,
Had a good time,
and it would have been hype. It would be hype.
Would have been a good time, but
Sadly.
What are you gonna do about it?
What can you do? But maybe in the future, we'll see some great improvements, some great camaraderie, and it'll be even better. So
we can only
hope. And it goes with everything. It's been over a year since the first COVID case.
It's crazy.
March is coming up. That's when they shut down all the schools and everything.
Yep.
One whole year, and it flew by. For sure, it flew by. And just like that, just like I can barely remember when the last time I went outside and got pulled down the mask and breathed in that great air. Some real air. Some real fresh stuff. But do you want to share some pre-COVID stories?
Pre-COVID stories?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I mean, I remember when it first started happening in March, and we were making jokes at first. We're like, oh yeah, like today's the last day of high school.
Yeah.
And then it was, and then I just I worked a lot during COVID because actually I believe you worked at ice cream place as well.
Yes, bro. Yes.
That's where we share the bond.
That's a connection, bro. That's what brings us so close.
No, 100%. I mean, ice cream scooping's no joke.
It's a real.
It's a craft.
It's a craft.
It's a craft.
It is, and it takes finesse. It takes talent. It takes a lot of time to build that. That
muscle
skill.
Memory, yes.
The muscle memory, the delicate, decoration of the Sundays of everything. It's just
and then dealing with the people.
Dealing with the people, working the register, and then also, just like that the quickness, being, taking the orders, and then immediately, you got a couple minutes maybe at most. You
gotta get it done.
You gotta get it done.
Yeah.
And when there's lines down to the parking lot,
it's stressful.
It's stressful. It really is. On a hot summer day, it can be tough.
During COVID when nothing else is open.
Yeah. Essential businesses.
Yeah.
Ice cream.
Essential worker.
That's what we were.
Yeah,
that's what we were, bro.
We share that bond. That's just. We're a different breed.
We are. Yeah. Superior, if you would.
I think we could definitely be superior.
I mean, everybody has the opportunity to become an ice cream scooper, but
the select few do.
Select few can cut it,
Yeah.
and
get that forearm strength.
Yeah,
just the scooping.
Yeah, dude. That's what, when you're bringing the ice cream straight from the freezer.
Oh.
It's tough.
Or when you go in the freezer and can't find the flavor you need.
Dude, that is you realize your boss did not actually order that flavor, and then you have to go back to the customer and tell them
no.
We have to tell them no. We don't have that flavor. We have to get you some, and then they get mad. And sometimes they just walk away.
There was one time during COVID where we were selling pies, and so someone came up to the door, and actually no, this was before COVID, my mistake. So they come up to the counter. It was during the fall, so it wasn't very busy, and they put a pie on the counter and said it was like an apple pie or something. It was like he's like, "There's no apples in here. This is just all cinnamon, whatever." So at first we said, "Oh, we're really sorry. We will."
Give you another pie.
Give you another one.
Yeah.
Well, he was very angry and didn't like that.
Yeah.
So he then dug his hands into the pie in front of us, opened up the pie, and is smearing pie and cinnamon and apples on our counter and saying, "Count how many apples there are. There's not enough apples in here."
Wow.
So that's what it's like. I mean,
This is rigorous.
This is just it's and I started working there the second it opened. It was a brand new business. Everyone on the first day was a new person.
Yeah.
So everyone learned together.
Yes.
So it was an interesting first job. But when they put that pie down and smeared it on the counter, all I could think was, man.
Yeah, this is like
the public is just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like it's almost like a fight or flight instinct comes on in that
Yeah.
moment. Like what? Like this guy is going to the extreme.
You're frozen. There's pie smeared on your
There's
counter.
pie smeared on the.
You have to clean it up. So then you just turn around and my boss, his name was Dan, and I, coincidentally.
Yeah, I mean all alpha males.
Daniel. And I just turn around and I go, "Hey Dan, someone wants to talk to you." And when my boss came out and saw the pie smeared everywhere,
Yeah.
it did not go down well. We
damn.
were gonna give him a refund. We were gonna give him a new pie, and
You would have given him and that's it's a moral. There's a moral to that.
It's not good enough for some people.
It wasn't. If it doesn't, you got to stand up for what you want. If you don't like that pie,
Hey, but my question is,
you could get it.
was it worth it to drive all the way down to the shop with the pie?
Yeah.
Take the pie, think about the process.
He could have been. It could have been like that SpongeBob episode where the guy was like, "There's no pickles," But maybe he ate the apples, came back, and just wanted
a new pie.
A new pie.
I mean, that's a lot of work, though. I mean, he could have called and complained. He could have come down without. But I think that he was so upset by this pie that he probably did not spend more than $15 on.
Yeah.
He threw it in his car during the fall, and he drives down to an ice cream place where there are 16 and 17-year-olds working for minimum wage, getting crap from the public already, and then takes the pie out of the car and throws it on the counter. That's a lot of work for a $15 pie. Smears on the. That's a lot of work for a pie. For a pie.
Yeah, for a pie.
I mean, I don't think I'd get in my car and drive all the way down there for a pie.
Yeah.
I think I just wouldn't buy it again, or maybe look at it, or I don't know. But that's not something I do for.
And I mean, if he wasn't expecting a refund, then that is,
Was he expecting a refund after he smeared it on the counter? Because he didn't even let us say, "Oh, sir, we'll offer you a refund."
Yeah. Oh, sir, we'll give you a new pie.
He just smeared it on the counter.
He just threw it. He threw it down, and he was.
And then Dan, Greenberg, came out of the back.
All right.
I mean, I've seen that man pretty angry. That was one of those times.
Yeah.
It was terrifying. But hey, that's what happens when you're an essential ice cream scooper. It's intense.
It's rough, and it gets to you. It gets to the employees.
Physically, mentally, emotionally, it's draining.
You gotta get through the day. Say how long were your shifts roughly?
4 to 5 hours.
4 to 5, same. Yeah, 4 to 5 hours. You gotta say if that happens right when you get in.
Oh.
You gotta go stay in there for 4 more hours.
Of just dealing with those kind of people.
With those people, and then it just builds up in your head. You're like, these people are loony.
Yeah,
like they are
crazy.
Gone.
Yeah,
and
I'm sure you have a couple good stories from.
I mean, there's some weirdos. I'll say there are some real weird people. But sometimes you get gold.
Yeah, some people are very nice. Or tip well. Or
they tip well. One time, amazing dude. There's this guy named Alfred Consigli. Okay. He used to run the Consigli, I think it was a real estate company. I could be wrong. Could be construction. It was a local business, and he was well known. But he came in, and his hobby is fixing watches.
Okay.
And so he came in, and he dropped off 4 watches, and he's like, "I'd love to give these to you guys," because he's a regular. He was a regular.
Yeah.
He would always sit. And he'd sit in the parking lot for hours just watching people buy ice cream. A little weird, but, a man has his hobbies. Yeah. And so he would, he'd sit there and then he would come up, or maybe we'd go and we'd just give him an ice cream every now and then, on the house, and he would always get pistachio, some old person flavor, how it is, not to knock on those flavors, delicious. But
pistachio, butter pecan, stuff like that.
Yes, butter pecan.
Toasted almond. Yeah.
Oh, so good, so good.
That's so.
Yeah. But then one day came up 5 watches on the counter, and I was like, "Oh, what do I do with these?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm just giving it to you." He would talk about his life for 10 minutes maybe. We'd
Mm.
invite him inside, and he would just keep talking with the manager as we work, And, great dude. He would, and then every day that week, he would come back, and by the end of the week, we probably had like 60 watches.
Really?
And he would take them, he would buy them at flea markets,
Mm.
and then he would fix them and then give them away for free.
Wow.
These were nice watches.
Yeah.
He would come in, and we'd have like every day we'd just try on some new watches, take pictures with them, be like,
Yeah.
this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I think I brought some to my dorm. I was like, yeah, you can't pass up
A nice watch.
the opportunity. Yeah, I mean, I got some nice watches.
Yeah.
You might as well show them off to people. Great guy. We've had plenty of regulars, creepy or not. We've had the old people who come up. This guy named Jerry, used to be a mechanical engineer, comes up, buys an ice cream cone for him and his wife every day.
Wow.
Every day. Great dude. Maggie
Husband.
always comes in. Root beer floats. Calls it a black cow. That's how they used to call
A
him.
black cow.
Black cow.
Never
Root beer
heard that
float.
before.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And so you learn a little bit of ice cream history, through these
And
people,
words and
and it's a wonderful experience, but very, very difficult at
Oh, yeah.
times. When the AC is broken, when the freezer is broken,
someone accidentally turned off the freezer one time.
all the ice cream melts.
All the ice
You're
cream
done,
melted,
bro.
and we come in the next morning and
There's
all
nothing
melted.
you can do. There's nothing
we
you
had
can
to
do.
pull it out of the freezer, and it was so because like usually what we do is there's 2 containers of each flavor
Stacked.
and the
Yeah.
freezer the freezer's colder than like the freezer that's like in the back, like that's where we scoop.
Okay.
So what you do is like you take the one that was on the bottom when you run out, you take the one that was on the bottom out, you grab one from the freezer.
Exactly
and it
what we
thaws
do.
out, and it
Exactly
thaws
what we
out.
do.
So, but what we had to do is we just had to grab 2 of everything. So
Yeah.
it was
It was ice.
yeah,
It was literally
it was
ice.
so solid.
And that's where you get that strength.
Yeah.
I used to work with this guy. I'm not gonna call it his name, but he was like jacked, bro. He was on the football team, a local high school, bro. He was jacked. Great guy, great personality. He had big muscles. He was an inspiration, bro. For I was doing like a workout routine. He would help me through it,
Yeah.
and he would give me tips. He now no longer works at the ice cream shop. He works at a legal steroids shop. So.
Oh.
A big difference, I mean, legal steroids. I mean, the guy's got it going, bro. I mean, he's with them. With legal steroids, you can work out, but you can't quit them.
Yeah.
If you just take the steroids, you're not gonna get. You're gonna get unhealthy. You're gonna get a fat buildup. Maybe your body can't handle it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be constantly working out, and then you take the steroids, and you get freaking ripped, dude. Your muscles are like ripping all your clothes off. You know how it is?
Sweet.
Yeah. But man, oh man, he was a great ice cream scooper, dude. He
Yeah,
could
I
get
could
those
imagine.
rock hard freaking ice cream from the freezer straight from the back,
I
bro.
could imagine.
Oh my god, dude. I miss him. Sweet guy. Very sweet
Mm-hmm.
guy. But yeah, man, dude, the ice cream, hopefully I can have like a coworker on from home or something. They just,
That'd be cool.
maybe someone who's worked there longer
Mm.
and just has all the stories to share, because there's just so many things that happen in the
many.
business, and
Yeah.
it's crazy, but it's awesome. It's awesome. So what do you think about the lady? Was she local that put super glue in her hair instead of hairspray?
Oh.
Was she local? No.
Like the United States, but that's not local.
All right. So an American woman.
I think she's Massachusetts.
Whatever. Anyway, an American woman. You can look it up. Chris, look it up. Yeah. So there's an American woman. She didn't have hairspray, so she thought
Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla Glue. Just as good.
I don't know what she was thinking, honestly. I don't.
Yeah, she's thinking I want my hair on fleek, and
Yeah,
you
I
know.
mean, she did the most to that.
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Louisiana,
Mm.
classic. What part? Yeah, what's that to Chris? Come on, bro.
Looks like she enjoys Mardi Gras.
Yes, yeah.
Oh man.
But,
Yeah, I don't really know what she was thinking. That's just That's commitment.
It is. It is. It
That's
really.
that's a lot. She really. I heard that they had to that a plastic surgeon.
Fix her up.
I don't know how, but yeah, that's crazy.
That is insane.
That's insane.
I mean, that's your scalp, bro. That's
Yeah.
like right.
You're sacrificing
Hit your
so much.
so much, so much. I mean, just imagine, getting a skin graft or something over your head because you put Gorilla Glue instead of hairspray.
That was in the moment of panic, though, like that. You must have I would have panicked so hard if I realized, oh, I'm stuck.
Damn, bro.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
I mean, Kelly, look this up. Look up how like what they did for the surgery. Like, I wonder, like, did they have to? They had to remove part of her scalp, I'm assuming.
I'm sure.
And then, skin grafts these days are. You can do fish skin. You ever see that?
No.
Fish skin is a popular substitute for replacing skin.
I had no idea.
And so she now has a fish head, and it's it's a little weird.
She has a fish head.
Her head. She's now. It's literally crazy. So the skin on her head is from a fish.
She had to get plastic surgery. Doctors had to give her an acetone treatment.
Acetone treatment. Okay.
Said it was burning to the point where her heart was beating too fast and they had to stop.
What's the treatment?
I think they must be rubbing a certain type of chemical on your head.
Okay. Damn.
Wow.
Her heart was beating too fast because it hurt.
I had this. Wow, that's intense.
I mean, there's plenty of pains in the world. Okay, you can get a kidney stone. You can give birth. You can get kicked in the nuts. You can. Apparently, the most pain a man can feel is from a strangled testicle.
Wow.
Can you believe that? It's when one testicle loops around the other one
Wow.
and suffocates it. And that's the most pain a man can
That's
feel.
intense.
And so, chemicals are a new factor in modern day for pain wise. You can have cancer. That's mainly caused, not strictly caused from chemicals, but that is one, very popular reason why people get cancer. So it's cancer. You think of the most extreme ones, the nuclear bomb. That's radiation. That's mixing chemicals and whatnot, and just dangerous stuff. And that's the pain felt from that. You have burns that will never go away. You can't treat them. So it's crazy stuff that's happening. And this is an example. They're putting chemicals on her hair. It hurt. It burned so bad that they had to stop, and her heart was beating because her heart was beating too fast. And that is just mind blowing. It's mind blowing. I mean, I've never had too painful an experience. I never broken a bone. I've never, maybe a rolled ankle. That's probably the worst thing. I pulled a muscle in my butt once. It's just.
I mean,
Stories about that.
Yeah.
Stories that Buck can tell.
I mean, what about you? Have you had any?
I mean, I think I sprained my ankle a couple times. Been concussed a few times. That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I got concussed well, I don't know if I was actually concussed, but a couple weeks before I came here, I fell and smashed my head on a coffee table.
Oh no.
So I mean, but besides that, nothing really.
Yeah.
I mean, that's about it.
Nothing compared to
No.
chemicals in your hair.
I've gotten tattoos too, but not chemicals on my head.
Yeah.
I can tell you that. I'm sure it doesn't hurt like that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Our prayers are out to that Louisiana woman.
And a lesson can be learned as well too.
Yeah.
She wrote into the show, but
Oh,
her letter.
oh no. She wrote a letter and I didn't get a. Next time. What's her name? No, we'll find it. But anyway,
No, it probably just got lost.
it's lost. Yeah.
I mean, it's not Valentine's Day themed though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're going for the
We went
Valentine's.
for something more sensual.
Brown.
Jessica Brown.
Jessica.
Tessica Brown. My bad.
Tessica.
I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name.
I apologize, Tessica.
But I mean, Tess, maybe we'll have you, phone in or something, and we'll get you on. You can, we'll have your question on for hopefully next week's episode because
maybe Dubin could talk.
yeah,
about
maybe
it.
if we we can have Dubin on and he'll because I know he's experienced some horrible stuff throughout his lifetime. Physical condition wise, and him overcoming it, and then mentally that mental toughness,
Yeah.
that growth that you need from, being mentally broken and then from building yourself back up, like a mental rehab, it's a tough thing, but, I'm sure Tess, you'll get through it. Dubin has, and he'll give you some great advice when we have him on. But we'll try to get some professionals on for this. So, but yeah, prayers out for you, Yes.
Dude, he's gonna watch this.
Do you think he's gonna watch this?
Dude's gonna be like, fuck those guys, I'm not doing this.
No, somebody's gotta show it to me.
I mean,
Well, please,
we
bro.
Could,
Please
Kelly,
show
we
it to
could
me.
play it over the speaker at Lyft.
On the run.
Instead of instead of Hotline Bling. Yeah, we when we had Lyft. Was it Wednesday? I think we were playing Wednesday or no?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Right?
It was yesterday. It was Thursday.
Okay.
We were.
Oh yeah. Because
Yeah.
we had a fire alarm go off.
Yeah, and we weren't there, and everyone was texting.
Kelly woke up at like 5:30 to run, and then he lifted afterwards,
Yeah.
and then everyone in the building got woken up by a fire alarm. Even the COVID kids got out of their rooms.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the COVID patients got out of the rooms.
Oh, maybe
During the fire
maybe
alarm.
we should take a rewind there. And
I mean, if
say-
you think about it, if a real fire was happening,
maybe they should have emailed the COVID kids and just said, "Hey."
just said, well, it wasn't a test. If someone pulled it, I don't know what happened.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Well, I heard that.
But-
I thought that there was gonna be a fire drill or whatever, but.
But it was like one of those things where it plays on the speaker and it says like, if you don't hear this message again, or if it doesn't repeat after this, then it's a drill. But it kept repeating over and over again, so I think it was an actual.
My RA told me it was not this morning. Like,
Chris's already said that it
yeah,
wasn't planned.
Because me and Felipe went to breakfast and we saw her, and that was when they had all left and we were out early.
Yeah.
And she said that I went up to her and I was like, "Was that planned?" And she was like, "No."
No, was unplanned. But during that time, I mean, you guys were at the gym.
Yeah, and
Lifting.
we were playing Hotline Bling. On repeat, actually. It was me and Kelly have been getting swole together.
Nice,
My
nice.
coach actually gave me a little pin with SpongeBob holding the teddy bear weights over.
Oh,
his head.
yes.
Thought that was pretty hype. Thought that
Dude,
was
yeah, your coaches,
that was a dope.
Yeah.
That was a dope pin I got. But yeah, Kelly and I we get swole together now. We run together a lot. But and Kelly and I are from both from Connecticut.
Right.
Both probably race each other.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really know. Maybe not.
Yeah,
But, yeah. So we play Hotline Bling over the speaker a lot. So maybe
Yeah.
instead we'll play this. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe my voice will be echoing right now, and everyone will be laughing because I'm talking about it. Who knows?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be amazing, actually.
I thought
yeah.
so.
That would be awesome because, we can get some cred,
It'd be fun. Maybe get Dubin on. I really think
We get the whole track team on,
honest Hunter especially. Hunter.
Get him on, bro.
My boy Hunter definitely needs to be on here. He's a well-spoken individual from Seattle.
Oh,
yeah, all
nice,
the way
dude.
across the country.
Yeah, West
Yeah.
Coast.
You can get him on here. He says some interesting things, I'm sure.
That's awesome, bro. Yeah,
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
love to have him on. Dude.
I have to gotta plan this, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So Dubin's our next target.
Yeah, we're coming after you, Dubin.
Yeah. After you. He's never gonna do this.
You know?
He's lifting right now. He just drops the bar.
Well, it's a mutual thing. He wants to be on. He sent the letter, saying
That's
that,
true. That's true.
You know,
He's
we're
just
friends. Why don't you have me on?
Yeah,
You know?
he wanted to be on.
He wants
here.
to be-
He said that.
And we're saying it right now. Dubin will be on. Okay.
I mean, maybe even if I have to just carry him here, I will.
Yeah,
I
we'll
mean,
tie you up. We'll tie you up. We'll carry you.
Yeah.
We'll put you in a duffel bag. We'll bring you here.
If you can get him out of Miller, I'll snag him up.
We
for
got
you.
him, bro.
And
We
I'll,
got him.
And I'll even scan his ID and show his co-verify.
Yeah, me and Kelly will be like, hey, do you want to get lunch,
And then I'll
we're
snag
out.
him.
We're out. Yeah.
100%. I think that could work. I don't think he has late classes on Fridays because we did something together one Friday, so
There we go.
I'll snag him.
Perfect. Yeah. That's
Sounds like
awesome.
it-
Yeah,
sounds meant to
he's
be.
on. He's on. Bro.
Perfect. Can't wait.
And Tessica,
We'll give-
you know, we'll phone you in too. We'll all be, you know, it'll be a big bash, you know, a nice grand old party here.
It'll be fun.
And so it will be, yeah, a delightful conversation with him because he's he's got
He's a well-spoken man.
well-spoken, you know, many of experiences that are just, you know,
Lots of experience.
bizarre. Like you would never think Dubin would do the things that he does,
I know.
you know.
I mean, just like Kelly, he gets up really early too and runs before a lift. It's quite or he just gets up early in general sometimes.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, I have to run today. I'll just get up early for fun. It's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really get into the brain of him, you know.
No.
It's tough.
But
It's
I
tough.
mean, you could certainly try if we can get him in here.
Yeah. He's got a
Yeah.
lot of substance to him. So yeah. I mean, just a wonderful dude.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Bet Zach's not here. We could have had.
When Zack comes back, we are having a group podcast with him, and we're just
Zach,
gonna.
Dubin.
It's just gonna be the best thing that you can
Oh,
hope for.
And we can hear about his boot camp.
Yeah, we can talk about his boot camp experience, and
He
then I'm
was
sure we'll all
Snapchatting me
be.
a couple of days ago because they gave him his phone, I guess, for 20 minutes, and I was talking to him. He
Nice.
goes, he said he said the food here sucks or something like
Ah,
that.
damn.
And then he said it like, it's been hell, but like obviously like, yeah, that's what he wants to do. So
Yeah,
it'll be. I'm excited for him. To
mental
come back.
toughness.
Mental
You know,
toughness.
we can learn a thing from him.
Mm.
You know, him and Dubin both mentally
Together.
tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I miss his hair, dude. He had a luscious mane.
And now it's shaved.
And now it's shaved. He has a lot. His head is bigger than I thought. With a shaved head, damn.
You're like,
bro.
wow. Huh, like the hair like compensated for it.
Yeah,
When you
really.
first got yours, hair was
It really hid
long.
it really hid everything.
You know when Zach and I first met, it was the first night I was at Suffolk.
Mm-hmm.
Me and a couple of kids were just walking around, just exploring the city, whatever. And we came back and we went to the lounge just to see who was there, maybe meet
Right.
some new people. And I sit down next to Zach.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going around, we're sharing, like, you know, why we're at Suffolk, if we're a part of any teams. And I say, yeah, like, I run cross country and track. Zach is sitting next to me. Says nothing to me. Does not tell me.
Okay.
Next couple weeks, every in-person class I had, dance class, I had math class with Boris,
Yeah.
and I had
Mad
Mad
Criminals,
Criminals with
right?
Frankie.
Okay.
Great class, loved the class.
Yeah.
And after like 2 weeks of going to, not 2 weeks, maybe like a week, we're just going to in-person classes together, like non-stop.
Mm-hmm.
I see him and he's wearing a cross-country shirt. And I say, oh, you ran cross-country in high school? Like, I run cross-country here. The kid looks at me and goes, yeah, I run cross-country here too. And I go, no shit. I said that 3 weeks ago in the lounge and you didn't say a
Oh my
word.
gosh.
And he goes, yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to say anything. It was so funny. And like, you know, coming down, I mean, after that, I mean, me and Zach became great friends. You know, through Court Street, we had a fun Halloween together. I remember that. That was, Halloween was
Nice.
very fun
Yeah,
together. But,
yeah.
I mean, besides the fact that I was the one that came in close contact with him at the quarantine when he had the vid. But I mean,
The
hey,
big V.
and then I was allowed to leave because I had a negative test.
Yeah.
And they said, we don't really want you to leave, but if you're negative, then you're allowed to leave. So
Yeah.
I ended up going home for about a week.
That's smart.
Yeah, it was because I'm not good. I couldn't quarantine.
Yeah.
I just, it was,
They wouldn't let you outside. They wouldn't let you do.
they wouldn't let me do
anything.
anything. I couldn't run. I couldn't do anything. So I went home for a week,
Yeah.
and it was something.
Nice.
I was gonna say, would you rather have like a whole series dropped at one time, or like
I like the
episodes
weekly- I like
progressed?
the weekly
Yeah.
model.
Would you rather a weekly model or binge all the shows too?
I think it depends on the. It depends on the show. If it's something that's like super hype, you know, I would love to do a weekly
It's like
thing.
an event.
Like the first season of The Mandalorian, like I was just like every single week I was like on it, and it was just like a movie in itself,
Yeah.
you know. And
That's what I look
especially
forward to.
especially in those hour-long formats, if you get hour-long, 45 minutes to an hour, episodes, the best way you can do is in weeks.
Yeah, because I
So
don't.
that's kind of like a full course meal.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have self-control. If something's out and I like really like it, sometimes I try to stop myself. Like I watched Cobra Kai and I love that.
Oh yes,
Dude, I loved
that's
it.
such a good. It's like literally probably the best show. I don't know, dude.
Dude, it was so good. It was so good. I loved it. But I ended up trying to have some self-control.
Yeah.
And it was funny because when it first came out, obviously I was home. I think it was in January, like when the third season came out. And I went to my girlfriend's house, and her little sister was watching it. And so I walk in, and like I look up, and like I see something I don't recognize, and I went like this, and I just like booked it to the living room.
Oh my god.
And I'm like. And I'm saying that, I'm like, drown out the noise, don't think of anything, just drown out the noise. I didn't want to spoil it, but I also want to enjoy it, but I still got through the third season in like 3 days.
Oh
it was
my
just
god.
such a good show.
I think that's a good one to binge though.
I think
definitely
so. The
think
first, because it was funny too, because there was, when I first got here, that's what I was binging that. And there was one night where I couldn't fall asleep, so I tried to turn on TV to fall asleep, and I ended up finishing Cobra Kai at like 4 in the morning, and then I went out and ran at 5 in the morning. I didn't sleep all that night.
Oh my
It was
god.
so crazy, but yeah, dude, I love Cobra Kai.
It's such a good show.
Such a
oh
good
my
show.
god.
Love it. Gotta recommend it.
Yeah, Ted Culture endorses Cobra Kai. So good.
Such an amazing show.
But yeah, something like that, like when Netflix puts out something like that, you gotta binge it.
You have to.
You have to.
At first, I was like I didn't know if I'd like it or not, because like
Yeah.
I love the Cry Kid movies. I didn't want them to like ruin it or butcher it. But like I think they had like the perfect amount of like when they flash back or they do similar things.
Yeah.
It was like even when like one of the first episodes when Johnny Lawrence was fighting off the kids for
Yes. Yeah. He's like coming out of the convenience store.
Yeah, I
that
can't
what-
think of the kid's name. It's
Robbie.
No,
No.
the other one.
Miguel.
Miguel, yeah.
Yeah.
It was exactly like when Johnny Lawrence was the one beating up
Danny
Danny LaRusso,
DeLusso, yeah.
And then like Miyagi came in. It was like reversed.
Yes.
It was so cool.
And it
like,
happened so many times where
and,
it's just like,
and you couldn't figure out like who you liked and like who was the good guy and who was the bad. Like there was so much back and
Oh
forth.
my
It was such a good series. I loved it. I hope a season 4 comes out soon.
oh, it's
It
gotta,
was
bro.
it was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, apparently it was out on YouTube like for years.
Yes.
And no one knew.
Yeah, I actually do remember when that first came out on YouTube.
Yeah,
and I was like, who's gonna watch this?
Yeah, I think I saw this weird thing and it was like.
It was on like YouTube Red or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
He's on
and
YouTube Red.
I got like a weird like ad or something, and it showed like one of the fight scenes from there. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, I wonder what that is. And I never thought much of it.
Yeah.
And sure enough, like a couple years later, I see it, and I'm like, this looks so familiar. I'm like, oh my god, like I didn't even think of it.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I know, because I always thought like the YouTube Red was just like big like seasonal shows where like actual YouTubers would do it, but this was like a well produced.
Yeah. And
Like,
I'm so mad it took so long to get out there because it's so good.
oh my god.
I loved it. And then when Creasy came back and stuff,
Yes.
and then it just turned like everything just turned upside down, and it was just it was cool. I loved it.
Every single season, every single episode is just so good. Like
There's always
it'll
something.
never get old.
No.
It never gets old.
Oh, dude, I loved it. And
Oh my
just the
God.
end of season 3 and everything was just so like
Yeah.
it ended so well, but like it also left a little bit out there. Like I'm so excited though.
Oh my
like
gosh.
I can't wait for season 4. That's what I'm looking forward to in the Year of the Ox.
Yeah, the Year of the Ox. That's what we
The Year
want.
of the Ox will bring on season 4. Hopefully.
Yeah, some Cobra Kai.
We're hoping for.
Yeah, that's another good snake. The Cobra.
The snake, the Cobra, Cobra Kai.
There you go. You're the snake.
Love it.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts too is when like later in season 3 when I was like they can't flashback anymore, but when they showed like Carice's background,
Yeah.
that was when he was in like Vietnam. Like I thought that was so sick. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is awesome.
Yeah. Oh
But-
my gosh.
Yeah, I loved it. That was a good series.
Yeah,
Season
that's
4.
great, dude.
Season
Watch it.
4.
Watch it. Those of you listening.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah, Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
I was gonna say other Netflix shows that you like.
Cobra
Mm.
Kai. That's
Weeds. Weeds is a good show.
Weeds. That is a good
I'm
show.
on season like 6. I think.
I bounced around when my sister was watching it. I would watch it with her.
It was a good
um,
series. I liked it.
Yeah, that's.
Well,
a
I'm
good
still
series.
watching it, but it's good.
So far, yeah.
Yeah,
it's good.
it's pretty good.
That's a really good one. That's a weekly one. I would say, because that's an hour. They're like hour long,
Yeah.
right? That's great, dude.
Never watched it.
It's like it's like this psychopath kind of guy where he was like mistreated as a child, but he ran a bookstore and he really liked a girl, but she already has a boyfriend. So he would like do whatever, like he would do everything to get her to like him. So he would like, but he was like super like creepy. So he would like stalk her constantly. He would like legit go on walks, follow her, and then he would wait across the street from her apartment and just watch her in her apartment. It's crazy stuff, but it's so like action packed, and it's just like it's another one where it's just like you don't know who to root for because I kind of rooted for him, but he was like kind of like crazy. He was like legit insane.
You kind of rooted for
I was like, did you watch the second season?
Ted roots for psychopath.
The guy was. It's a good show. It's a really good show. Just so much shit happens. Have you seen season 2, Chris?
No, I've only seen season 1.
Well, maybe that's what season 2. You really get to be like, okay, he's a.
Then you get to really feel for the psychopath.
It's like he doesn't know that he's doing a wrong thing. So that's sociopath.
Sociopath.
No,
I don't know. I'm not really.
I don't know the difference.
No, I mean.
But it's like he thinks he's doing something good. In season 2, he definitely thinks he's doing something good, but he also, I don't know.
Is a psychopath.
Is a psychopath and murders
that's
people.
very.
You literally kidnapped him.
It's like Dexter. Have you seen Dexter? Another good one that's on Netflix right now. But
What is it?
Dexter, it's like he'll murder people, but they're bad people. But they're bad. He'll murder only bad people who deserve to be like when cops like drop a case. You know what I mean?
Taxi driver.
Yeah, like Taxi Driver. That's another good one.
Okay.
Like he'll murder like murderers. You know, he'll murder bad people. You know.
That's an interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I got exposed to a lot of good movies. With my Mad Criminals class, I watched a lot of like creepy movies like that. But I had to watch the Dahmer movie, where it was like him as a kid, and it was like super controversial because like people felt bad for him.
Yeah.
He had like a crappy childhood growing up, but like I mean, doesn't mean you should eat people.
Exactly.
Like, it was
exactly.
that class was very eye opening. Like the first thing we learned about was Jeffrey Dahmer, and it was very very freaky. It was like he ate people, and like the cops caught him one time and came into his apartment, and there was like a kid like drugged, and they were just like, and they just like
They just left.
yeah he said it was like either his kid or like his boyfriend. I think he was like 14, and they're like and they just left.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then it was a creep. It was like a cool class, but it scared you a little.
There's so many like serial killers or just just ordinary killers that are just the weirdest people, but they have such like an interesting background and story to them. It's just like
it's weird.
It's like they have such an amazing story, and it's fantastic to tell people like, oh, there was this serial killer who like teamed up with his girlfriend and raped and murdered his girlfriend's sister. It's like, what, like how, like why on earth? Like it's just it is interesting. It's messed up. Obviously, it's messed up.
Yeah, I mean, there's
But
things
it's
that are
like-
messed up, but like there was I don't know if you ever heard of it came out on Netflix a couple of years back. I think me and my mom watched it. It was about Gypsy Rose or something. Have you ever heard about that?
No.
There was like this girl. I don't know what it's called on Netflix, but there was this girl. And so growing up, she had like a lot of health issues. Like everything you can imagine. She was in a wheelchair. This, that, the other thing. The mom like really treated her like a child, like like a lot, like really like babied her and like took care of her. But like they got a bunch of money from like Make-A-Wish, and they said their house got like destroyed in a hurricane, but like none of it ever happened.
Yeah.
And then like this girl figured out she could walk. And then she figured, and like the mom did like all this crazy shit to her. So then she had no internet access either, so she couldn't figure things out. She was actually 23, and she told her she was like 16. And then she ended up like getting an online boyfriend. The boyfriend came and killed the mother. Yeah, you've heard of that, right?
Damn.
I don't remember what it was called. I don't think it was called Gypsy Rose. I don't know what the series on Netflix was. It's fascinating and
Chris, look it up.
it's creepy as hell. It's like super creepy, but it's interesting. Like it's like when you find out like she faked these medical records, and she has her on all these pills, and like she ended up like ripping all her teeth out because she said they were rotting, but they weren't. She just convinced the dentist. Like she was good. It was and then she got a boyfriend. The boyfriend killed her, and it's like
oh no,
it's creepy. It was like
that is creepy.
It kind of scared me, but it was like
There was an HBO documentary called Mommy Dead Dearest.
oh,
We did, dearest.
that's creepy.
Let me see. I saw
I think it was a Hulu TV show.
Oh, maybe.
Right.
Maybe that's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. It creeped me out. It was,
Yeah.
But it was like you couldn't stop watching it.
Exactly.
It was fascinating.
All of those like documentaries are just about sick people. It's just like you got it, like Tiger King. It's just they were all fucked up, and it's so entertaining.
I don't know if I watched all that, but
Oh my gosh.
Tiger King.
Yeah, but it's just like people love that stuff. There's like this Russian girl who wanted to go to the U.S. They believed that she was a spy or something, but she was adopted through like this overseas thing by like this family in the Midwest, I think, and she was like 23, but she said she was like 10 or something, and so she looked like a child.
Yeah.
But it's just like you're 20, like, and the parents believed it, and yeah. But then she was like trying to kill her parents, like through multiple different things, and that's what kind of made the news story grow. It's just like, oh, my daughter's trying to kill me, you know. And she's like a 23-year-old.
And they thought she was 10.
Like 10 or 13 or something, like very, very
That's
young.
insane.
But I'm like the parents, like you got to be an idiot.
Yeah, how do you not know?
The girl, she probably has like a bush down there or something.
Oh.
Like she's probably, like how could you not be developed? You know, like the parents are sick, bro. You're sick. Like it's sick, bro.
Wow. That's, yeah, I guess.
Yes. But yeah, just so entertaining, you know.
You can't stop watching.
Can't stop watching
can't
or
stop watching
hearing
it.
these stories. Yeah.
Oh, it's creepy though.
It is,
Sure
yeah.
is.
It's fucked up.
Scary shit.
It's like Serial.
Very
Podcasted.
Serial?
Yeah.
What's that about?
It's the podcast about that guy who killed his girlfriend, but there's like circumstantial evidence to prove it.
One that you said was lame.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, there's another good one. Rainn Wilson from The Office. He played Dwight. He has a good. He hosts a podcast that's just like these weird, creepy stories.
That's
you know.
scary.
But yeah, I mean, anything could happen.
Anything could happen. That's the scary part.
Yeah, it's crazy because you hear so much about these things, like literally everywhere, and you never think twice about it when you're out walking through the streets of Boston. You know, there's like so many messed up things that
There's
happen
so many things that could happen. It's
every day. You know,
and
something
you
bad
never.
happens.
Yeah, that's the creepy part too. I mean,
Yeah, you go to New York, Chris. Look at the death rate. You know how many people get killed in New York every day.
It's probably a lot.
Yeah,
And it's like, I don't know, like, you think you're like, I could be part of that percentage, and you just,
yeah.
but you never really think that.
No big guesses.
Oh,
I think 26. That's my guess.
26 people?
20 a day. Yeah,
I'll go,
that might be a bit much.
I'll go with 14.
I'll say 10.
Chris,
I'll take the
New York City, New York City.
Yeah, they only do it in years, so I'd have to, or like a year, so I'd have to divide it by 360.
Yeah, but that's not. All right, Chris.
I mean, I'm sure they take a day off on Christmas. But who knows?
Yeah. No killing on Christmas.
Excluding holidays such as Easter,
Yeah.
Kwanzaa, Christmas, St. Patrick's Day.
Ash
obviously.
Wednesday.
Good Friday.
Let's keep going.
You can't kill me today. It's this.
Yeah. It's the holy
So
month.
far in 2020, there have only been 436 murders in New York City.
You gotta divide
And
that.
divide that by
So
how many
That's
days?
365, then it's really like a murder a day.
That's in. Okay.
Oh, that's 2020.
Oh, that's about.
Yeah, it's 2020, or sorry, this is 2020. Yeah, this is 2020. So 436 divided by
It's like 1 point
365.
something.
Yeah,
Huh.
well, yeah.
So it's really only like a murder.
That's
a
not
day.
as much as it's
Yeah.
not nearly as much
I
as we thought.
definitely thought it was gonna.
I
be-
thought I heard a statistic where it was much more than that, like 8 or something, maybe max at 8.
Oh, jeez, that'd be scary.
But yeah.
That's a lot of people.
That is very scary. I mean, living in such a big city, it's just like, there's so many people, but also it's like anybody could die, and it's like,
Yeah. Boston's an adjustment for me. I came from like super small towns, like Boston's
yeah,
like
yeah. I came from like a
it's-
suburb. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like,
small school.
I like being in the city though.
Oh,
It is
no, I
nice.
love it. There's always something to do. Back home, it's like, back home, what we do is like, we'll just drive around, or what we do is like, We
Yeah.
get a bunch of 2-liter bottles of soda, and when we're driving, we hang out the window and throw them at the like, I throw them at signs. Dude, it's so much fun. They like, explode and they dent the sign.
Oh my
it's so much
gosh.
fun. It sounds so like that's probably the most hick thing I've ever said. Because like everyone makes fun of me because they're like, "Oh, you come from a hick town." I mean, besides the fact half my friends back home have like project trucks or like trucks that don't run.
Yeah.
But I mean, besides that, I mean, yeah, no, we're pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I come from like a super hick. There's only like 300 something kids in my school.
Right.
So I mean, we're hick. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's like everyone's got a truck.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's funny.
Half the kids have trucks, half the kids have normal cars, but there's a lot of just.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of hicks in the town. Shout out Terryville.
Shout out Terryville.
T-ville,
Nice,
baby.
bro. Nice. Yeah, in my town it's not that. It's like my school, only 300.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we didn't do nothing. Nobody
300, I think.
was that
You're
bad.
talking 300 total.
Yeah.
You're talking 300 per class.
Per class. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I
my
had
bad.
You guys
312.
are,
300.
Yeah, I had 300.
Yeah, bro.
I had 360 something, and I graduated with maybe 90. Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
like maybe 90. I mean, it was good. It was bad. You know everyone.
Graduated with 90 people.
Yeah, when my dad
Right.
was in high school, he lived in the town over, and he had the second smallest graduating class in the state of Connecticut with 41.
Wow. I mean,
Yeah, it was crazy.
A record holder.
Everyone knows everyone.
Yeah.
It's good and it's bad.
That's good.
bro.
Yeah. Good and bad.
It's good and bad. It's cool, you know everyone, but it's bad because everyone knows everything. If something happens, forget it. It's like everyone knows what happens.
Everyone knows. Yeah.
It's crazy.
The gossip town.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure, 100%.
You guys have a football team?
No. we had our cross country team won the conference my senior year, and we had maybe 10 kids on the team. Like that was it.
Wow.
And it was like, yeah, it was like all our programs have kind of been, like we have decent sports and decent athletics for the size of our school, but it's just crazy. It's
Yeah.
just like it's super small, and I don't know. It's just weird. It's good and it's bad. Coming here is weird to me though. 'Cause
Yeah.
There's so many people, and I'm just not like it's cool. Like I've obviously adjusted, but when I go home, the first thing I think is it's quiet. Like
Yeah.
like when I walk outside, I'm like,
And there's like nothing to do.
it's
like
quiet. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Okay, so I could go to my buddy's house and have a fire, or actually, when I was home on break, we didn't almost like burn his shed down, but like we melted some of it because we put a bunch of pallets on there.
Oh my
And we
gosh.
sat there, and then we realized the hose is frozen and we can't put it out.
Yeah.
So the side of the shed melted a little. But I mean, hey,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? I
You
mean,
know, for the greater good.
it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
We had to stay warm.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's either that or throw 2-liter bottles of signs.
2-liter bottles at signs. That's what we do a lot. We throw bottles at signs. We got to paint our parking spots one time, like for our
Nice.
senior year. And my buddy, before I graduated, went to the high school, and one teacher that we don't really like. I won't say the design. Well, he was supposed to do like something, but they ended up just spray painting a dick in his spot.
Nice.
Legendary.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
We didn't get to paint our spot. Well, I didn't have a car, but as
Mm.
senior year, if you had a spot, you could write your name or something with chalk, though. So
Oh no,
it was chalk.
we could actually. It was a big senior fundraiser. Just paint a parking spot.
Yeah.
It was sick. I painted like a wing shoe and like something else in there.
Nice.
But it was a lot of fun. It was cool like to see all the different spots, and then
Yeah.
it's funny. I mean, one of my buddies put what did he put? He put one of them was just it was an orange spot, and all his buddies put their hands in and put their initials. So I thought that was kinda
Oh,
cool.
that is sick. That was
Yeah,
good.
like, people had good ideas. It was cool.
Yeah.
But,
That's nice.
Hmm.
Yeah.
good old Terry.
Good old
Everyone
Terryville.
makes fun of it, but hey.
Take me back.
No, I mean it's fun. It's fun being there, but it's like I got good friends there, but it's also like
Once you're in the city, you're just like
yeah.
you're addicted, bro.
I mean
It's like, I don't-
once I go home for the summer, I might like landscape or do. I'm not going back to the ice cream place because I'm just not.
Yeah. You
And,
don't want to deal with
I don't
certain
want.
people.
Yeah, and I mean like over break, like I shoveled. Like
Yeah.
a lot of my buddies stayed home, and some of them do like landscaping, electrical stuff like that, and like
Yeah.
it's a great idea. It's a great job.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my buddies, his uncle owns a landscaping business, and he has been working since he was like 14, and now he's gonna take over the business eventually. And he's like, yeah, I'll teach you to build a fence, or I'll teach you to do this, and it's like, it's cool to like go home and like, you know, at least make some good money, because landscaping you make good money, or you're just under the table, but that's what Terry was good for. Everyone's like, oh yeah, they're hick, but it's like, listen, I can make
There's some perks.
I can make some good money
Yeah.
with my buddy who owns a pickup truck, and we can, you know, we go pick shit up, or one of my buddy, he'll drive around, he scraps metal. So like, if you need to like get rid of like a washing machine or something, he comes and he picks it up and he scraps it. It's, I mean, there's perks to it. I mean, you can make good money.
Yeah.
If you know what to do, but hey, good old Terryville.
Oh yeah. That's great, dude. That's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, it was lovely to have you onto this fine episode
Lovely to be here.
of Take Culture. You know, Valentine's Day. We wish you, you know, all success in your
Love endeavors.
your endeavors. Yep. And you know, spread the love. You know,
Yeah.
here from Take Culture, we spread the love. You know, you can see us on the Instagram. We have an Instagram up. The Twitter's, you know, still in process.
In the works.
In the works, but that's all right. You know, the YouTube, we have an Anchor page. Twitch, we have a Twitch, and we're gonna have merch.
Wow.
It's gonna be sick, bro. We're
I can't wait.
we're getting out there, bro.
I can't wait.
We're expanding. And so yeah, we have all the links in the bios, and you know, if you're on the Instagram, there's links to the YouTube page. On the YouTube page, there's links to everything else. So there's that. Where can people find you?
Where can people find me? Instagram. That's pretty much it.
At
Conor, 1N. There's, I think, like, all right, it's like CONO, 6 R's,
okay.
and an underscore.
There you go.
Yeah.
And we'll tag you.
You'll tag me.
Yeah.
All right. Follow me.
But yeah, pleasure. It was an absolute pleasure to have you on.
It was a pleasure to be here.
Please.
Stop.
Oh, you're gonna make me blush. Anyway, yeah. So we end the episode with a clap.
All right.
So on the count of 3, so we'll do like 1, 2, 3, clap,
All right.
and then that's it. Ready?
All right.
Chris, you won't mess up this time. I'll tell you after the clap. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.